My name is Seth BANI, and today I'm going to show you how to design this.
So let's go into Photoshop and then Control N. The width is 2000, the height is 1500 pixels. Guys, please select pixels. That is if you want to circulate it on social media and all your digital platforms. And so I'm just going to call this, let's say, music concert album launch. Guys, pardon me if the spelling is wrong. And the resolution, let's set it to 72, and then let's use pixels per inch RGB color, and then let's click on create. Control R to bring your rulers and then just pull them. So we're going to start with our background. I'm going to use a solid color, and then I'm going to use this particular code. Click on OK, and then let's put this in a folder. Let's call it BG. So we're done with the background. Also, let's bring the host, this fine gentleman, let's drag him in there, and then let's give him new layer, pull it down, pick your brush tool, choose a soft round brush, make sure caps lock is off. Let's change the color. Let's change the color to now you see the color here matches with the face a little bit, so that's the color we are going for. Just click somewhere here, and now we can drag it behind him. So something like this. You can see it a little bit behind his shoulders and a little bit behind here as well. That is good. Let's set it to lighten. Create a new layer. This time choose color white. Also click somewhere here and then drag it behind him. Set the opacity to 50%. Now the image, let's give it a level. Clip it to the image and then drag here somewhere around 50%, or 50 here is good. Pick your brush and select this particular color, the background color, and just mask it a little bit. Let's reduce the size a little bit. Alright, so this looks quite good. We can always work on it because it's a layer. We can just delete it and then start all over again. And then let's click another one, this layer. This time let's change the color to white, and then let's go somewhere at his shoulder. Set it to 100%. Click here and then drag it. Click your move tool and then drag it to the shoulder, and then set the opacity to somewhere 60 something. In fact, you can even resize it just to make it look more realistic. She's casting it into on the face as well. That's how I want it to be. Now we can put everything in a folder and let's call it host. Now that we are done with this, let's start with our guest. And with the guest, let me see, let's pick somewhere around here, and then let's set it to somewhere here, and then somewhere okay. So I just want it to look like something like this. This is just a rough, you don't need to do that to be able to get it. This is just a rough something I'm doing. Alright, so I'll pick a new, create a new layer, click here again, something like this, This time I'm going to change the color to somewhere here, or even this, just so I'll be able to distinguish between the two objects I've created. So to me, something like this is good. Might drag it down a little bit. Oh, something like this is good. So put it in a group and then call it 1. Now also put everything in a group again and call it guest. So that's the guest. Alright, so duplicate it and then drag it somewhere here. Duplicate it and drag it somewhere here. Okay, and then let's enlarge it. Nice. So we can see it's over here. It looks great. Now let's work on each and every single one of them. Let's click here and go for our image. I'll use this particular lady, drag it in there, and then resize it. Right click and then create clipping mask. We also want the hair in the middle of the whole thing, so something like this is good. In fact, let's set this color now to the color we want, and then let's use 2E, 2B, 2B. You can use any color you want. Just feel free to explore and create your own banner or flyer. Alright, so this as well. Let's go for the image. Let's pick this gentleman, just drag him in there somewhere here. Now also realize that I am trying to make all the images proportionate. At least I'm using their heads as a way or a guide to measure how I should increase the photo. So something like this is also great. We can click here and then we'll pick this color as well. And then the background color, let's change the background color a little bit. Let's use CB, CB, CB. Let's close it and open this one. Click somewhere here. Let's go and pick this gentleman. Now guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please kindly do so, cause I'll be designing a lot of stuff. I don't want you to miss out on any of them. This is a place to find real content. I try as much as possible to at least do that, and so please subscribe, hit the bell icon, so anytime I upload new videos you won't miss out on any of them. So I'll change this as well. Remember, this is for that particular layer. Just double click it and then let's pick this color as well. So we are done with this. Let's click on 1, 2, 3. Let's select them, duplicate it, and then drag it down. Awesome. Now you see the host, the brush over there is casting over here as well. So I'll rather drag the host down. Doesn't spoil anything, just drag the host down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's start with 4. Delete the image, and then let's go and pick which should we pick? Let's pick this guy. This guy looks handsome. Damn. Just kidding, guys. Alright, so at least let's make sure that their heads, the size of their heads match. That way you can get the proportion really well. Alright, so this is good. I think this is good. Let's create clipping mask, and then over here let's change the color here to 4 5 19 19, something like this. Let's change this as well to 4 4 4 3 4 3. Yeah, something like this is good. And let's close it. Let's click on 5, delete that particular image, and let's go for a different one. Which one should I pick? Let me pick this one, this lady, and then increase it. Remember, we are using the head as a way to measure how we should increase it or decrease it. But I think this is good. Well, I think this is good. Even this, the head is still big, but you could still pull it off. So this is quite great. And then let's change the color here to C1 BD. Also, let's pick this color here. Then let's go to 6. Let's delete that image, and then pick this gentleman. Flip horizontal for him to face the other direction, and then let's see. Alright, so let's create clipping mask, and I think this is also good. Let's change this, pick that color, and the background, let's see whether the background is white. Well, let's use white for this one. At least the backgrounds are not the same. 1 2 3. Let's create another set and drag them down. That's 7 8 9 9. Alright, so let's go to 7, delete that image, and let's pick who should we pick? Let's pick this lady. I like the way she smiles, so let's pick her, and then drag it there. Create clipping mask. Let's change the color. Let's use 94 HE 8E, and then let's change that color to 69 66 66. Okay, let's go to 8. Let's delete that image, and let's pick this gentleman. Create clipping mask, and then let's select this color. Alright, let's choose 9, delete the image, and let's pick this gentleman. Create clipping mask. Now, one more thing, let's change to this color. Alright, we're still not yet done though. Select here and select here, and then let's see how amazing. Let's see how. Okay, let's drag it there. So that's how I create something like this. No big deal. So select this, select this, select this, and I'll put drag them there. Alright, so guys, we are done with the images. Now let's start with the text. I'll type somewhere here, and then I'll start with the text, paste it there, and then drag the name there. Let's see, I want the name to be in the middle of the whole thing. You could keep it here like this, but it won't be cool, so make sure it's between here and here and here and here are the same, and then the distance between this and the distance between this are the same as well. Now I'm using Venus Light. I'm going to leave it in the description for you to download. The size is 33. I'm choosing regular, also color white, and then click on bold, and then this one as well to make it capital letters. Duplicate it, alright. So guys, you are done with their names. Let's put them in a group or a folder, and let's call it names, because that's what it is. Let's pick the theme yard, saturally praises and worship in the yard. Now with this, I am going to use railway, and this is railway, and I also make sure this is not ticked so that I can make it small letters. And then let's set the size to 392. Also let's set it to black. Alright, so it's standing out. Let's set here to -80, so it will be too close for us. We don't want it to be bold over here. And then let's make it white if it's not already. Let's drag it somewhere here. The size is still small. Let's set it to 392. Put it in the middle there. Oh. Now let's bring this in there. It's a silver texture. Drag it in there. And then create clip and mask. Go to the host, duplicate it, click the one underneath, drag it on top, close this one. Now we also want that one to also be clipped to it as well. Let's mute this one, make it invisible, and then this, flip it horizontal, resize it somewhere here, and then let's make it hard light. Let's set the opacity to 47. Let's give it some levels. Sorry, let's give it level. Let's set here to, let's see, 61. Let's push here 1.04 to 1.06, and then let's drag this. 235 is quite good as well. Then let's just leave it like that, and then now let's give it, let's go over here, click there rather, and then make sure caps lock is also off, and then just clean around here. Let's drag the level up, and let's see, let's give it another level, but this time we want the level to be on the image, and then just drag it to somewhere around 78. Click over here, that is the texture of the gold, the silver color. Set here to white, click on your brush, One more thing, let's type the rest of the details. And so let's pick this. Want it up. The font, we are using Railway. Let's set it to bold and not black, just bold. Set the font size to 37. The tracking, let's set the tracking to 140. And then click on this, and then click on the bold here as well. Change the color to color white if it's not that already, and drag it down here. Let's give it an effect, so double click on it, and then let's go to stroke, because we can't see it well. Let's see, we can't see it well, the O cannot be seen well, so let's click on stroke. Once you click on stroke, set the size to 2. Select outside. The opacity is 100%. Set it to normal here, and then click here and select any color in the background, and then click on OK, so that way we can be able to see the details well. Now we are not yet done. Let's give it a brush, drag it down. So this is a layer. Click on your brush, select white, and then click here. Let's make it something like this, and drag it here. Alright, now go on top of it, create a new layer, click on your brush, click there, and drag it there. Let's resize it. In fact, let's increase it, and let's set the opacity to 15%. Now duplicate it and set the opacity to 100%, and then let's reduce it and drag it somewhere here. Alright, let's put everything in a folder, and let's name it theme. Click here, and then let's select performing live, railway, but then we are not using bold, we are using semi bold, and then the size is going to be 30. Also the tracking is not going to be 140, let's use 940. Let's make it bold here. Let's select this as well, and then right click, choose counterclockwise. Now bring your rulers and then set it somewhere here. Awesome. You also want to pick our rectangular tool and do a very thin line. Set the color to color white. We also want this to be in the middle. But it's too big. Okay, let's see whether it falls. Yeah, it's still in the middle. That's what we want to see. Give it a mask. Choose your brush. Choose a hard brush, hard round brush. Caps lock off. Set the color here to color black. 100%, 100%. Reduce it, and then just click there, delete it, and carefully click here as well. And this is what we will have. And then let's click on both of them. Where is the girth? This is the girth. Let's open it up and drag those two layers in there. So once we click on the guest, everything goes. In fact, even the names, let's drag the names in the guest so that everything goes. Oh, there's a brush. This will have to be in the theme, so let's drag it in the theme. Okay, now let's start with the details. Let's pick this and then paste it there. Click over here to see your character, and then let's choose Helvetica. Also, let's set it to bold. The font size, let's use 52. Make sure the bold is unticked. We are using this one. Let's change the color to color white, and then the tracking, let's set it to 0 and send it somewhere here. Let's give it a little gap. Something like this is great. Duplicate it, and then let's type in the rest of the details. Alright, let's use Proxima Norma, and then let's set the size to 40, and then over here let's type in 45.3. Also select this and select this, and then I think here is regular as well. We are choosing color white. Let's send it up a little bit. Let's duplicate it. And then let's pick the rest. Let's pick enquiries. For enquiries, let's set this one like this so we can see it in small letters. And then we are still using Proxima regular, but let's change the size to 33. And then we are still leaving it as white. Drag it quite close to it, duplicate it, and then let's pick this and paste it there. Alright, let's see how it's going to look like. So I think this is great. This is quite great, but then let's put everything in the middle. So with the exception of Sunday, everything has to be aligned to the middle of it. Let's delete this, doesn't need to be there. Okay, so let's see, but then there's too much space down here. And so let's try creating more space. Let's see, and if possible we could even drag the theme down because there's too much space there. Now let's put these and these and this in a folder, and let's call it details. Let's pick the rest of the details, go to paragraph and click here. Let's go back. Let's change the font to prime time. Let's set it to regular, and then let's set the size to 125, and then let's set here to 98.6. Let's push it here and see. Let's also set the tracking to -40, and then click here. Let's set it to white. Let's go and pick our texture, drag it in there, and then create clipping mask. Now double click the name. Let's go to inner shadow, set it to multiply, choose a gray color. Around here is good, any gray color. The opacity is 100%, the angle is 90 degree. We are not going to set this to any number, just use 000 for each of them, and then but you could still see the effect in there. That's what we want. The effect is still in there. Then let's type here and pick this detail. Let's set the size to prime time. Okay, let's still use prime time, and then let's use regular. The size, let's change it to 33, but then let's set the leading to 31 and drag it close to it. Click here as well, set the color to color white, and then we'll change some of the details. Double click it, pick album release, click here and pick the color in here. Still double click it, pick live recording, click here, and let's input this particular code, F1 B890. Now the colors I'm using are all in here. This color here matches her hair, and then the background here, and then the live recording also matches his face. And so the colors are the colors that we already have in the banner or the flyer. Type here and pick 6 p.m. Let's paste it there. We are using Proxima Nova. No, let's change it. Let's not use Proxima Nova. Let's use Venus Light. Let's make it bold. Then let's set the size to 45, and then the color, let's choose color white, and then let's drag it somewhere here. That's not going to be where we are going to keep it, but at least let's keep it there for a while. Duplicate it and bring it down. Let's pick the last detail and paste it there. Let's set the color to this, and then let's pick our rectangular tool and draw a rectangle. Let's position it, drag it underneath it. It's too big, let's resize it. Alright, now let's pick both. Oh, sorry. Let's add a free entry to it, and let's drag it somewhere here. It should go up. Let's put that one in the folder, and let's call it time. And then this, let's call it set Kweku. Alright, this looks quite good, but then there still has to be a little brush work in there, and so let's see this one. So click here, pull it down a little bit, pick your brush to set the color to color white, and then caps lock off, increase the size, make sure it's a soft round brush we are using, click somewhere here, increase it, and then drag it somewhere there. Set the size to 22. Let's see. Okay, so this is good. Now at least we can feel a sort of light in there as well, brings the death out. This is what we want. Duplicate it, and then let's set it to set BANI, that folder to, let's set it in here and drag it on top, resize it, drag it somewhere in there, let's set the opacity to somewhere around 35. It's too small. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is how you create this particular banner. It's not that difficult, and so please hit the bell icon, subscribe to this channel, so that anytime I upload new videos and content, you won't miss out on any of them. Also, like this video and give it a thumbs up, and then comment below as well. I love you guys. See you in the next tutorial. Peace.